Seraphim 17 once again. This is my Metro Last Light Ranger Hardcore difficulty walkthrough. We're on Chapter 11, Revolution. This is one of the longest missions of the game. It's a pretty tough one too, and it's a fun one, which is great. But holy tits is it dark. Again, this game is so dark, I do apologise. But what's going to be happening is I'm going to be stealthing through the entire sequence without being spotted or killing anybody. So I believe you'll get an achievement if you follow this, which is always fun. It's nice to have those little incentives popping up. I've been getting so many comments lately while playing Dark Souls, all in reference to my gamer score and all in a very negative way. It's kind of crazy. Like, one thing I've never understood on... Well, I'm telling lies here. It's ironic. There's an irony to it, a delicious irony of somebody spending their free time playing a game, then mocking somebody for spending their free time for playing a game. All because that person has said higher experience, higher skill, or higher gamer score than they do. It's ridiculous. It's fucking stupid. And in one of these lockers, there is actually the same gun I'm using right now. There's the AK-47. So if you don't have it at this point and you want it, this is a good place to pick it up. But tons of people like shitting on me for my gamer score. Like, I haven't hoard gamer score since before I started YouTube, and I've been doing YouTube now for 2.5 years. So if you think about it, guys, when I was hoarding gamer score, I got over 100,000 gamer score in the space of a year. Just imagine what my gamer score would be if I was still doing that. Like, these people are fucking stupid, man. I wasn't even on my 360 all day every day. Like, I would play maybe 3 to 5 days a week. But when I did play, I'd put a decent session in, or I'd put a couple of sessions in. It's like, it doesn't take that long of a time to get either good at a game or to get a high gamer score. You just need to know what you're doing. And it's so funny that these people get so angry. Like, this stems from, if you're wondering, me beating them on Dark Souls. Like, doesn't mean anything dying in an invasion, guys. And if you've never played Dark Souls, it's the equivalent of being killed on Call of Duty. But these folks take it so personally. Like, one guy literally said, I spend every hour of every day playing Dark Souls and that I should go outside and get a girlfriend. Like, is this guy clairvoyant? Does he know me? How does he know I do these things? Like, every waking moment. So at least he's acknowledging. I don't even think he said waking. I think he said every hour. So there's no space for sleep in that insult. Where does sleep fit in? You know? How can I possibly play Dark Souls so much when I need to sleep? That's not even calculating the time I take to go to the toilet, or eat, or any other miscellaneous things, like I have a lovely glass of water next to me. Where do I allocate time to go and get the water when I'm so busy playing Dark Souls all the time? You know? It's so stupid. And the girlfriend front, like, I showed my girlfriend that comment and she found it hilarious because, you know, boom. What do you say to these people? And as far as going outside, you know, I was outside earlier. It's pretty fucking overrated, folks. I went to the shop to buy a can of Monster and a Rustler burger because I burnt my dinner. My entire motivation was going out was to draw some money out to pay my mum board. That was literally the motivation. And do you know what I thought when I was walking? Boy, this place sucks. Boy, outside is so overestimated, and they make it out to be this idealistic thing of awesomeness, but it really isn't. Like, what is so special about going outside? It's so strange. And that this person thinks that I should go outside because I've never been outside, like I'm some kind of mollusk or mole or something. I'm some subterranean creature that's never seen the sun in this golem-esque shape, all pale and squirrely. It's just, these people are fucking stupid. But I have a lot of fun with them. And it's just this strange thing of, you can go outside, you can do other things than play games, and you can also have a girlfriend, get this, while still maintaining a decent level of skill on games. But this person is just so fucking stupid. And to be so angry, like, I didn't send a message to them, they sent this to me. Like, I didn't even initiate this trying to get hate mail to make a funny video. This was just some dude really mad looking for things to blame. And it's so delicious. It's so delicious. And My girlfriend made a very valid point when it comes to this kind of stuff. For gaming is so ostracized in the media and in the public realm of people's interpretation of what it is, that gamers as a community should come together and reinforce each other and back each other up, because we are a growing number, but we are still quite small in the grand scheme of things, and we are still on the back foot because society looks at gaming as a lesser field of artistic, direction. And it isn't. It's just ignorance, and it's ignorance for a lot of things. Yet, all gamers seem to do is fucking hate each other, and hate each other with vitriol. And my girlfriend doesn't understand that at all. And it makes me wonder, is it a male pride thing? Do you think it's the man part, the lower part of the brain that's definitely more feverish in a man than it is in a woman, because, men used to break rocks with their face and drag women back to their caves so that they could make, shmoo with them. Like, is it just ego at that point? Is it just this, this masculinity, this fucking digital peacocking? Is that really what's in effect here? Or is it just people are stupid? Because I don't know. And I analyse it quite a lot, because when I'm doing the low-level invasions on Dark Souls, people get so mad, some folks. Like, I'll go forever without getting a single message, and then I'll get one dude that wants to send me a hate bibliography. Like, he'll give you a thesis on why he thinks you're a dick who has no life. And it comes out of nowhere. It's so strange. And it makes me wonder, are these the same people that when they play football with you, if you score against them, they did take the ball in because they own the fucking ball? It's so weird. But I think it cues also into this culture of people who never learnt to lose. You don't lose anymore in education. You don't lose anymore in a lot of things. It's all, they can't be told they're a loser because it might affect them and they might shoot up a school. We wouldn't want that. We're not going to take away the guns that give them the facility to shoot the fucking school up, but we'll blame the school because they called them a loser. Like, it's so weird. And it's full of it. Like, you watch any streamer that plays any game, there's going to be the fanboys that send them the nice messages, or just the people that send them the nice messages because they don't treat games as this live or die, do or die, kill or be killed movement. And then there's the other folk that take it really, really to heart, like a personal slight. This moment right now, you're probably wondering, how the hell are these folks not seeing me? I'm wondering the same, but as you can see, if your light is not blue on your watch, you're invisible. And when you're crouched, you make barely any sound. So empowering and so much fun, folks. This path I'm doing here is golden. It should work fluently for you, because I never even had to reload on this mission, I don't think, which just goes to show how comfortable it can be when you know what you're doing. But it is funny, just the notion of sending hate mail. I find it hilarious, and I find it hilarious because I can put a disconnect between reality and the internet. And the funny thing is, that disconnect no longer exists. It really doesn't, and it makes me think about some of the stuff I say online when it comes to the comments, because the videos don't matter to me, because this is theatre, folks. When I say something really ridiculous and silly and offensive in a video, it's meant to be shock humour, it's meant to be silly and hyperbolic, and that's the notion of it. It is no different to a comedian standing on a stage and telling a rape joke. It's the same context to me. It's theatre, it's something that's fictional, it's this, it's entertainment. Sure, it's also under the guise of a video to help you get through a game, but at this moment in time, I'm telling you a bit of a story. I'm hopefully keeping you interested. I'm making it transcend just a tutorial. And the thing is, that's not how the comments and the things that people send, that's not how that stuff is construed. Like, people are checking Facebooks and Twitters now just to judge your character when it comes to getting jobs. They're using social medias, and these social medias are getting people fired and things, so you have to be a hell of a lot more careful about what you say, or commit to it and have integrity to what you say. Because if you don't, you can find yourself in a spot of bother. And this notion of sending hate mail, like, there are terms and conditions that are directly in contradiction with doing it. Because if you're sending hateful or slanderous messages, you're violating the terms, and it is a crime. Yet everybody does it so frequently, so much, and so fervently that it just seems to get washed over because nobody seems to get punished or banned or anything. Same with YouTube. Like, YouTube has a policy where if you say something offensive, you can be reported, but it's such a joke system, and YouTube is so big and so, populated that it can't function at all. And then that, trans into your civil rights, and can they censor what you say? Can they do this? Can they do that? Where does it stand? Where does it not stand? What are the barriers? There's a lot of things to think about, but the universal trait of hate mail, or sending a hateful message, or saying something hurtful to somebody online, is it's almost now becoming the same as saying it to them in person when it comes to the repercussions of it, especially on a professional level. But it's so different, it's baffling. And the funny thing is, that 90% of these people that send these hateful things, or do this, or do, trollish behaviour or douchebag behaviour on the internet, would never do it to your face. Because they're cowards. And I don't understand where the empowerment comes from of being mean to strangers. It might be because intrinsically I'm a good person and these people are bad. I don't know. But very, very strange, cultural shift, and the significance of it is going to be very profound, I think, because the line between the internet and the real world is blurring, and it's shifting, and it's becoming so much more than what people assume it is. I mean, just look at these case files against people saying things while they're online, saying, oh, I'm going to shoot up a school and drink people's blood and all this other silly stuff he said, getting into a spot of bother. It's food for thought, and it's definitely worth thinking about. So thanks for watching, and you take care now.